Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. Today, we're going to be going through my account. That's right. This is the account introduction video. I'm going to show you guys what units I have, what espers I have, equipment, what I've been working on. We're about 3 months in at the time of this video, and just going to kind of take you through what my thoughts are, my experiences are. Maybe you can learn something from my mistakes that I've made along the way, because yes, I've definitely made a few, and I've learned from them. So, hello everyone, and welcome back to House Guys. My name is Norgoz. I'm going to be taking you through this video today, and of course, if you like the videos that we're putting out on War of the Visions, please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up, if I can say it. Subscribe, and if you're feeling really froggy, hit the bell icon for notifications. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs, and we're really close. And I do have a goal of, in the near future, I'd like to get to 3,000, and then, of course, beyond. But that's where we are currently. And in the account, let's get started without further ado. Also, I cleared the 10th floor of the porcelain tower. Okay. Anybody watching this in the future, this is being filmed during the FFBE anniversary event, or the FFBE collaboration event, so to speak. So just did that. So I'm gonna do that 10 summon during this video, okay? Just as a heads up. So first off, I have Orlando at 99. He's kind of like my baby as far as like my strongest, most powerful attacker. As far as like survivability and attack at the same time, he's definitely by far a great attacker. And he was from day one. I knew he was coming. We had an idea about what was going to be out based on what we knew from JP. And I knew from day one, I said, I will wail on this character if I have to. And luckily, I didn't have to. I think I got him. I don't remember how many pulls in, but it was only a few 10 shots that I think to get him. And then I had a lot left over to get Vision for Vision or to buy his shards in the shop. And then whenever they came up, I just kept buying them and buying them and buying them. I know there was like a week or so that it went through and it didn't get any shards. And I'm like, I kept refreshing the shop and it's just. But on the last day, the very last day, I got exactly how many I needed. So, good stuff. Mont has been my main tank. He's treated me really well. I mean, even though he's an MR tank, I think that he's gonna do me just fine. I pulled Engelbert recently in the last couple of weeks, but I'm not gonna invest so much time and effort and resources into getting him leveled up when Warrior of Light's right around the corner. And I don't know if I still haven't decided whether or not I'm actually going to pull for him. I'm kind of interested in him, but Whisper's like my main interest as far as like tanks go. She's a very specific kind of tank. You know, you have to build her specific to those situations that she's going to go up against. But her resistances are so high, and I think she's someone that I'll just have a lot of fun with. A lot of times I found myself using Monts. I know it's level 8. How dare I, right? But I've found myself in PvP and in PvE content using arena PvP, that is, using Slash Knight often because, it allows you to hit multiple targets, it debuffs at the same time. It's just really nice to have. That. So I've enjoyed using that from time to time, but of course, if you're in an actual situation where you need to tank or have damage mitigation or to survive a random hit, you need that death save from Paladin. So there you go. We've got Lucia was one that I wasn't really expecting to pull. I guess I should probably pull do this to kind of condense this a little bit. These are the main characters that I'm kind of working on, right? And we've got Lucia, Yerma. Those are my two that I guess, aside from Odin, those are the two I'm most excited about maxing out, because Lucia was one you guys requested that I do a pull video on, and I wasn't sure. I was kind of on the fence. I wasn't really planning on pulling for her, but I didn't have a double gunner, and I didn't have a gunner at the time. I don't think I got Frederica until after I got Lucia. I can't remember. I got her before or after, but I'm not going to level her yet. Lucia really got my attention because she has the quad shot, and that's good for the ability to take care of those missions where you got to do 2 or 3 chains or elemental chains. It's like she takes care of that, so I don't have to worry about trying to pull for shadow links or getting shadow links and leveling her up or having to find a friend shadow links and all that good stuff. I don't have to worry about having to go run it a second time because I was not supposed to hire a companion. She takes care of that, and she's actually really good at doing her job. She's got so many different scenarios where she can just clear a ton of mobs with like horizontal shot and whatnot. I've had a lot of fun with her. She's been pretty cool. She's my waifu. Like, she's it. She's my favorite unit though. She's a ginger like me. She's a Viking like me. You know, she deals a ton of damage. I think she actually can compete with Orlando. Okay, did I call him Odin before? I hope I didn't. So I love Yerma. She's my favorite. I wasn't gonna pull for her either. I didn't. I don't know how it is that she slipped through the cracks, but I didn't know to expect her. Despite doing research on Global and JP, she somehow slipped through the cracks, and I didn't know she was gonna be as awesome as she is. And I saw her. I saw her banner. I saw her like her little introduction, like with her LB and whatnot. And I'm like, and she's called Scarlet Tornado. I'm like, that's a really cool nickname. So I'm like, I have to pull her. She's using an axe. I have to pull her. So I got really, really lucky with her. I did 2 10 shots on the banner. The first time I got Nasha. And then and she's 1,000 times better than Mont because she doesn't have throw stone, right? So, anybody watching this after they fix the whole turn on, turn off ability thing, you will never know the pain of having Mont as your main tank until you just you just never will. But she's got full body blow. She's got killing axe. You can use sneak attack to save some AP and deal nearly, almost about the same damage if you get them from behind. Really, really good stuff. Really, really good options for her. She can use steal time in raids, and I did that with the Flan raid. She's been so good to me. She's been so good to me. Up until I got Lucia leveled up, she was the main reason that I was able to get into some of these chocolate Flan raids. I mean, she's fantastic. And I often will use Thief Sub for all of those reasons. The steal time, the steal vision. So many good options with her. She's such a versatile hero. I love her. I love that she has the Night Sub job so that she can debuff too. She's got Trinity Break. She gets that at 5-star, which is awesome. But not going to use that much, especially now that Rain's the game. If I pull him, I mean, Undermine I think Undermine is probably going to be better suited for that. But it doesn't debuff agility. It's just other things. So debuff and spirit, defense and spirit. Thancred, I don't regret getting him, but I don't think I could have done it. But I wanted to get into 4-star or 4 LB4, LB5. He's got a really good Trust Master, and I'm just gonna kind of wait until the 14 event comes back around because it will. And I think it's gonna come in somewhere around. I think it just came out in JP, so that's about 9 months in. I think, yeah, 9. Yeah, we're 3 months. They've been out. Yeah, so about roughly 9 months in, I think, is when we might be able to expect that. Maybe sooner because we've gotten a lot of things sooner, 1 to 2 weeks early. I think it's been 2 weeks early that we got Rainer early, and then Lucia, I think she actually came out about a week early too. And Odin, I think maybe we got him a week later. I don't remember. So semantic, none of that's important. I got Thancred. I was sold on Thancred when I picked up a friend unit, or it was the level, the companion unit you can use. And he had the rough divide. He's got a gap closer. I was like, that's kind of a selling point for me. He's got the rough divide. He's got a lot of abilities where he can like self buff himself and whatnot. He'll be a good brute. He'll be a good tank for me. Little did I realize at the time, because he doesn't have anything to pull hate with, Valve Love is the only thing he had. But back then, Valve Love worked because the hate wasn't working the same way then as it is now. So you just put Valve Love on and he just tanked stuff. So he was great for me. Phoebe, Y'shtola, the rest of these guys I'm primarily working on for the tower is kind of why they're listed there. Y'shtola is going to be a good support for me. I've already been using her. Phoebe for the same reason. She's going to do /Slight Mage as well. Both of them are. Ayaka, she's been on the back burner. When Yerma came out, I threw Ayaka, I just threw her away completely and put everything I had into Yerma, and I don't regret it at all. I love Yerma. She's awesome. That said, I need a support now, and I didn't work hard and fast enough to get ready for this tower because I wasn't expecting it for another couple of weeks, but they kind of pushed it up to align with the FFBE anniversary, so it happened. It is what it is. Live and learn. So Medina, I've had her since day one. I just put her on the back burner at some point. I think about the same time Yerma came out, I shifted my focus to Yerma. I only had enough. It was either Thancred or Yerma get 6-star, and I chose Thancred first. I don't know why. And then Yerma was next. It was either Yerma or Medina, and then I picked Yerma. And ever since then, she just there's other units that come out that I just have more interest in than Medina. I'm not really a big fan of mages, but she's great. She's carried me through the story. She actually cleared half of, was it floor 8 or 9? I'd have to go check. It's like somewhere, it's like floor 7, 8, or 9. I don't remember. It's one of those floors. So we're between 5 and 10. She cleared like half the floor because it was a bunch of wind units. So they are actually weak to magic. So if you put her in the right spot, she would literally clear the entire front line. It's like it's like 5 units or 6. It's like 5 or 6 units that they have lined up there that you'll just delete with her LB. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and that's what she's fun for. She does the same thing in the story. Giza, I swapped her for in place of Gafgarian, so I don't regret it, but I do miss having her. She's a great unit, and I was using her in the tower in the early levels too, and I enjoyed having her back around again. It's been really fun because the tower came out, and I use all these units that are really low level that I haven't used for a while, and that's kind of what I've been doing. I'll show you just a big. I'll set this by rarity. These are all the units that I've got. And if you have different units, or if I have a unit that you don't have, or you have a unit that I don't have, don't feel bad about it. You can use, and I've said this before, you can use any unit in the game and make them work. You can use any party in the game and make them work. You're definitely going to have certain roles. You're going to need a tank, you're going to need support, and you need damage dealers. If you get a debuffer, great. That said, you can make anything work. And that's the beauty of War of the Visions. So don't feel bad if you don't get some of the units that you want. Like, I have been really wanting Whisper because I know that she will be extremely fun to build. And that's why I want her. So I haven't got her yet. I know I will eventually. So I'm just trying to save for other things that I know take priority. And I'll just get her on an off banner pull, most likely. So these are all the guys that I have. I'm not really super interested in leveling them right now. I do have a couple of SR units like Phoebe that I'm going to be, or rather just Phoebe, I guess, is I'm going to be leveling her. And I have Zazan. Zazan is sort of an exception. He gets Steel Heart. And so even though he's a normal unit, I'm probably not going to awaken. I don't want to use... Why does this cost rainbow shards? Can someone explain to me the developmental decision, the development decision around this? What, it's a normal unit. Why would I need to use rainbow shards for him? I genuinely don't understand that direction. It is what it is, though, so. All right, we're going to move on to equipment. That's kind of, my units and what I've been working on. But before we move on to equipment, I'm going to go to summon. And we're going to go down here. We're going to use we're going to get that bonus summon I was telling you guys about. And then we'll go to equipment, and I'll show you the espers and whatnot. So this video, again, is going to be a little bit longer because it's my account introduction video. However, future videos should be a little condensed because it's mostly going to be, hey, here's the update. So it'll still be a little long, but it might still be a little, still be like, maybe 10, 15 minutes, but should be condensed a lot. So let's get this summon going. I know somebody said that, look, let me show you the drop rates. The drop rates do not show Rain on here, unless I missed it. Rain or Fravia don't list here, but someone had told me that they pulled Rain with this ticket. So why is it? Oh, drop 10x guaranteed slot. Yeah. Did I miss something? I didn't miss it. So let's find out. Like, maybe I'll get lucky. We'll have to see. Definitely have the MR, which could go rainbow. It is a unit. Flip. No flip. Mostly blue. I like to see gold though. Gold good. Ooh, can we get a rainbow from this? Maybe get some Odin up in here? No Odin. That's okay. What else do we have? Liarte. Little Leela card, which is not bad, by the way. Horn Castle's already maxed out. But you guys already knew that because you watched the Orlando review video, didn't you? Alright, so we have nothing of interest yet. There's still some MR cards that I don't have that I would like to get. Not that one. Although I do use that one with if I use Lucia is the only gunner I typically will use. You put that on her. All right, so we could get Sleer. Sleer would be nice. No Sleer. Okay. All right. Well, those are the new units. There are no new units. No new units here. So that's what we got for pulls. So nothing new in the account today. Let's go for the equipment. And basically, this is what we're looking at. I've got a golden armor +2. Sort of my general thought process on items is I'll go to +3. And if I'm able to farm up enough to go to like +4, I'll probably save and wait to go to +5. However, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of resources to get that high. So if I get something to +3, I usually won't make the commitment to go to +4 unless I'm actually going to go to +5. So this golden armor, I was just basically looking for something that I could get with defense. So I've got a couple, two slashing resistance up. I've got that going for it, and that's kind of what you want for Whisper, right? You want to get as much resistance as you can with her builds. And the Ragnarok +3, I had just enough to where I could put in 10 smithing hammers right here and get the max level of attack. I'm sorry, I have a distraction. I'm gonna have to change my battery, I think, in the middle of this. My headset is beeping at me, and it's really annoying. Lionheart replica. I had a higher attack on my +2, and then I +3'd it. Again, this is probably gonna stay at +3 until the Final Fantasy XIV event comes back. It's actually pretty easy to make, just like the Ragnarok. Ragnarok, I think, is actually easier than Lionheart to make. I've got like 90 recipes of that bad boy too. So I will be pushing Ragnarok to +5, but this one is not going to +5. This one's staying the way it is. I will make another one separately to go to +5. I do have that another one. It's vital. The Rassalgathi's +3. It's going to stay that way. I don't think I'm going to go beyond that until we have enough to actually +5 it. So it's going to stay right where it is for now. And then the Golden Axe, this is something I've been working on for a while. I am going to push this to +5 once I get all the resources for it. I need more refining books, and I need more recipes. So, Wizard Hat, Excalibur, Alexandrite Ring. I only did this +1. I think I only got a few recipes, and I got critical, and that's what I wanted. I wanted critical. I do have another one that is aim. Here it is. And it's a 0, and I probably won't be doing much with that one unless I get another critical and I try and get a second one that's critical. So I've got a couple other things here that I'm kind of working on. I'm working on getting the Wizard Hat with dodge, Mithril Armor with dodge, things like that. Trying to fit into the evasion meta a little bit more for PvP purposes. Same thing with the Hero's Ring, buying up those a bunch, buying up the iron helmets, the iron plates, all those recipes in the shop anytime they come up because they're cheap, and of course you get the additional stats from them. So, quick look at espers, and then vision cards real quick, and then we'll be out of here. So, I've got Golem level 70. This is what a Golem level 70 looks like. He still does not have his last point of agility. I presume that we're not gonna get that until level 80. I will keep an eye on that as we're leveling up, and once I know, I will let you guys know. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be till 80 though. That seems to be the way it works out. I built him for defense and piercing resistance, which actually helped me a lot in the tower when I put that on Mont. He had a bunch of piercing resistance. Then I had Sentinel on, and literally everybody was doing like 1 damage. It was like floor 10, not the X, but the regular one. They were just doing just one shit, one. It was going around the room, one. It was like they're all throwing their lances at him. He's like, get that out of here, bro. So, see, mine could be a good tank, man. It's I mean, granted, he's level 99 and everything. It was still kind of cool to see. So. The only time I've ever seen that otherwise was seeing that with a Whisper build for Cabbage. That was pretty cool. You've got, speaking of Whisper, the Snow White Guard. I got that. I had up to 3 stars. Really happy about that. I ended up buying all of the shards that I could when this first came out because I knew this was going to be a great card for Whisper. Again, as you can see, I keep talking about Whisper. I'm kind of building. All the things that I'm getting to build Whisper with are all things that I can use in all of my other units as well. So it really does benefit me to get all these because they're mostly defensive cards and defensive items and things of that nature. And it can only help me, it can only benefit me to hoard all of these items. It really can. I've really thoroughly enjoyed having the Iron Giant card. I've actually got a ton of vision cards. I'm just gonna say I've used a lot of these. Any of them that have a level on, I've used them at some point in time. I have prioritized the ones that are to the highest levels. The Horn Castle card I have found is, while it does add a ton of attack, like when you're doing in-game, and I've said this before, when you're doing in-game stuff, You don't want to do it. I threw this on Gafgarian for the 11th floor, I think it is. It's the one with the like 3 wolves and a dozen like thieves that will try and charm you. And the evasion meta was real. And plus this on top of it was just a terrible thing. Gafgarian was just whiffing like there was no tomorrow. So I was a little frustrated with that. So I was like, all right, well, I was not expecting this at this point. So, and they were like level 40 something, I think, and he's level 99. So it wasn't a matter of his stats. So they just had really good evasion. So yeah, there's a lot of good cards here. I just prioritize the ones over on the left side. The Job Crystal's been really good to me. If you've ever been on the fence about it, it's $8 in the shop. You get it at 4 stars. For me, it was a buy, and I was like, screw it, why not? And it's been really good to me. It stacks up with the JP reward quest really, really well. So yeah, I think that's about it. I've been recording this. I actually recorded this a few times over, and I could not seem to manage to get it under 30 minutes. So now that we're at like 21, I think that's pretty good. I think I've condensed it pretty well. I didn't talk too much about. I didn't ramble, I guess, as much as I normally do. So good stuff. One thing I will say about my units is that I had like 4 mages to start out with, and that was the mistake that you can kind of learn from. Don't try to use some of the same units with the same elements. I had a couple of them that I tried to do at the same time. Bad idea. On top of that, if you have 4 mages, they're all going to be using the same gems. They all use those staff gems. Those damn things are just. I couldn't level anybody. I couldn't level their jobs. Their job levels. It just wasn't happening. So learn from my mistakes. Don't try to level a whole bunch of mages. I condensed that down to just Ayaka and Mediana, and I left everybody else on the back burner until later. So that's not a problem now. I've got all those gems, and I can level them up. I just need to get the elemental outcrits and stuff. That's easily done. So yeah, it just about does it for me. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into my account and kind of what I'm working with. Is there any? I suppose let me know in the comments below. Is there any one of my units that you also have that you might have I guess handled a little bit differently or build differently, or that you enjoy playing with, or is there a unit that you don't have that you're looking for, like me with Whisper? Like, I really want her. She's my one that I really want. Tell me what I want, what you really. Oh my gosh, did I actually do that? I did. I think I'm okay. Goodbye. Love you guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate it.